look at its history and some of the key figures who shaped this powerful philosophy. Let's get started. Stoicism originated in ancient Greece around 300 BCE. The founder of Stoicism was a man named Zeno of Citium. Zeno was a merchant who, after losing his fortune in a shipwreck, found himself in Athens. There he started studying philosophy and soon began teaching his own ideas in a place called the Stoa Poikile, or painted porch. That's where the name Stoicism comes from. Zeno's teachings focused on how to live a good life. He believed that virtue, which means living in accordance with nature and reason, is the only true good. Everything else, like wealth or health, is indifferent. It can be good or bad depending on how we use it. After Zeno, Stoicism continued to develop through the works of his followers. The early Stoics were known as the Old Stoa. Let's talk about a couple of them. First, there's Cleanthes, who succeeded Zeno as the head of the Stoic school. Cleanthes is famous for his hymn to Zeus, which reflects the Stoic belief in a rational and providential universe. He emphasized the idea that the universe is governed by a divine reason, or logos. Next, we have Chrysippus, who is often considered the co-founder of Stoicism because he systematized and expanded Zeno's teachings. Chrysippus wrote extensively and is known for developing Stoic logic and ethics. He introduced the concept of catalepsis, which means grasping or understanding, a key part of Stoic epistemology, or the study of knowledge. Stoicism really began to flourish when it spread to Rome. This period is known as Roman Stoicism, and it produced some of the most famous Stoic philosophers. One of them was Seneca the Younger. Seneca was a statesman, playwright, and advisor to Emperor Nero. He wrote many letters and essays on Stoic philosophy, focusing on practical advice for living a virtuous life. Seneca believed that philosophy should be used as a tool to improve ourselves and help us deal with life's challenges. Another important figure was Epictetus, who was born a slave and later gained his freedom. Epictetus taught that we should focus on what is within our control and accept what is not. His teachings were recorded by his student Arrian in a work called the Discourses and a handbook called the Enchiridion. Epictetus's ideas are incredibly practical and have inspired many people throughout history. Perhaps the most famous Stoic of all is Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. His book, Meditations, is a collection of personal writings that reflect his thoughts on Stoic philosophy. Despite the pressures of ruling an empire, Marcus Aurelius remained committed to Stoic principles, showing that Stoicism can be applied in any circumstance. So, what are the core principles of Stoicism? Let's break them down into simple terms. First, we have the four core virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues guide us in making the right decisions, facing challenges bravely, treating others fairly, and controlling our desires and impulses. Next is the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. For example, we can't control the actions of others, but we can control our own reactions and attitudes. Stoicism also emphasizes living in accordance with nature. This means understanding our place in the world and acting in harmony with the natural order of things. It encourages us to use reason and align our actions with our true nature as rational beings. Another key practice is negative visualization. This involves imagining potential challenges or losses to prepare ourselves mentally and appreciate what we have. By contemplating worst-case scenarios, we can reduce our fear of them and become more resilient. And that's a brief introduction to Stoicism, its history, and some of its key figures. We hope you found this overview helpful and inspiring. Remember, Stoicism is about improving yourself and finding peace in the chaos of life. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on how ancient wisdom can lead to a fulfilling life. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.